People aren't stupid, Minister. People know exactly what the government was doing. People know that there's been a campaign of manufacturing consent for a tax on the pandemic unemployment payment. I think people are increasingly seeing that it's built on the same sort of lie that the Taoiseach built his previous campaign about welfare cheats on, which are fundamental untruth about the figures, which I'll come on to. But I also think the government has a problem now because the true face of the motivation behind this attack was revealed in all its ugly glory on RTE radio at about 11 o'clock today when Pat McDonagh went on and made his arguments for cutting it. And the essence of the argument is that 200,000 people are better off as a result of the pandemic unemployment payment, and to quote a Fianna Fáil TD, a hell of a lot better off, things that are entirely untrue. The real scandal here that is exposed by these figures is the scandal of low pay on the one hand, and secondly the fact that the state subsidises low pay. The state makes up for the low pay of employers like Pat McDonagh by paying people, working families payment, etc. That's what, or at least a part of what, his multi-millions are built on. And that's the real scandal here. I thought what came across from a man who's worth over 300 million euros, but the contempt he had for his own workers, his attitude in terms of being completely out of touch with ordinary people and suggesting that people are winning the lotto for getting €350 a week. €350 a week is below the poverty line for a parent who has a child. A man who pays minimum wage and insists on taking compulsory deductions for food, whether they eat it or don't eat it, out of that, and up until recently at least has been taking compulsory reductions for uniforms, despite the fact that people might not get a new replacement. It's utterly disgusting, but what it revealed was this is about getting people back to work for poverty wages. That's why it's being driven. But I have a very simple question for the Minister, and I posed it yesterday to the Taoiseach and I didn't get an answer. And it's that this figure, to quote from the report, 38% of recipients were previously earning less than €300 per week. And it's been used to suggest that people are much better off. But that isn't an accurate figure, Minister, is it? Because your own briefing note makes clear that that figure comes from the PAYE returns. So that's purely based on what people were earning from their employer. It excludes part-time job seekers allowance, job seekers benefit. I do, so I'll just need 10 seconds. It excludes all the social protection payments, working family payment, etc. Hundreds of thousands of people are affected by those payments. It doesn't include any of those things, and therefore the figures are bogus. Could you just confirm that it's based on the income of people from an employer, it doesn't include social protection payments, and therefore this figure of 38% is not accurate?
I will find out the answer to that question for you, Deputy, and I will confirm it to you. In conclusion, I want to say that the very reason why these payments are made available in the first place at the level they are is because of the support and the understanding that I and this government have for the contribution that those citizens are making to our society. That's why they were brought in, and as I have said before, we're simply looking to find a way in which we can continue to meet that need as our economy reopens, while recognising the fact that they're costing hundreds of millions of euros per week, and our ability to fund that is mainly driven by the way in which we managed the economy over recent years, decisions which I made, which the deputies over there constantly attacked week after week after week.